Hi viewers, in this particular episode we're going to discuss about what healthy lifestyle is about. Many people use the word healthy lifestyle, but they may not necessarily know what it exactly means. Healthy lifestyle is about eating the right foods, not eating the wrong foods. It is about doing the right amount of exercise, taking care of one's own body and mental health. Also, it is about taking the right amount of rest and sleep so that the body relaxes and gets its share of resting time. So let's try to discuss about exercise first. Many people think that exercise is something which only senior citizens need to do. Some are of the assumption that it is not necessary for kids. Unfortunately, that is not true. Any individual, right from a child till somebody dies, does need to exercise in one form or the other. It is about the choices that we make that can differ, but irrespective of the choices that we make, we still need to do exercise. For instance, some may prefer to do exercise by taking a stroll. Some might want to exercise by playing sports. Few prefer to go to the gym. Few prefer swimming. So the options are different, but at the end of the day, everybody needs to exercise in one form or the other. Unless we exercise, we tend to put on weight, we tend to develop chronic diseases such as diabetes, high blood pressure, so on and so forth. Also, it is very important to preserve our agility by exercising regularly. Moving on to the next element, which is diet. Diet is the way by which our body gets its nutrients, let it be macronutrients or micronutrients. In India, mostly the vast majority of us do consume lot of carbohydrate, reasonably good amount of fat, sometimes in excess as well, but unfortunately we don't consume adequate protein. Protein are the building blocks for our body. Protein is rich in certain foods such as fish, chicken, milk, egg white, nuts, and of course the good old dal. It is very important to consume protein in adequate amounts so that the necessary building blocks for our body are supplied on a regular basis to our body. Also, it is important to cut down on unnecessary fatty foods, junk foods. When I say junk foods, I mean let it be the traditional junk foods such as the pakodas or the modern era junk foods such as your pizzas, burgers, soft drinks, etc. etc. It's also very important to ensure that we take the right type of carbohydrate, cut down on simple carbohydrates such as sugars and also white rice, and try to eat a combination of carbohydrates. For instance, one can have your wholemeal atta of wheat made rotis. One can have the brown rice on another day, they can have millets on another day, and have a combination of these so that the right nutrients go into the body and one doesn't graze on just white rice as most of us do. Moving on from diet, let's discuss about sleep for certain minutes. Sleep is the way by which our body rests. Sleep is the mechanism by which the stress related hormones decrease in our body and good hormones are released adequately. If we don't sleep for enough number of hours, somewhere between 6 to 8 hours, what happens is the bad hormones are secreted in excess and the good hormones are not secreted adequately. Moreover, if one does not sleep on time, say by 10 o'clock or night 11 o'clock, and tends to stay up till say 12 o'clock or 1 o'clock on a regular basis, what happens is the sleep cycle is disturbed and one tends to not get sleep even if one tries to sleep. So it is very important to ensure that we all sleep on time and wake up on time so that our biological clock does not get disturbed. Moving on from sleep, it is very important to discuss that we should stay away from what we call as bad habits such as smoking, because it causes cancer. It causes a lot of other problems apart from cancer as well, as most of us know. For instance, it can cause heart attacks, brain strokes, and of course other problems such as bad odor and of course the dreadful cancers. This apart, speaking about habits which we need to cut down, it is alcohol. The best alcohol is the undrunk one, but having said that, if you still want to enjoy your life, it is very important to cut down the amount of alcohol that you drink to as minimum as possible in order to save your liver and of course heart problems, etc. as well. And last but not the least, stay away from drugs at any cost. So ladies and gentlemen, if one wants to preserve the agility that the nature has naturally bestowed upon us, it is very important that we ensure that we eat healthy, we sleep well, and we exercise regularly. And of course, stay away from the vices such as smoking. Unless we take care of our body is not going to listen to us and we're going to suffer. So ladies and gentlemen, please embark on following a healthy lifestyle. Take care of yourselves. Be healthy. Thank you very much.